Hello everyone, welcome back to this week episode of What Stood Out For Me in the Bible. This week I'll be discussing Joshua chapter 7, and it's a story about a man named Achan. Achan was part of the Israel army. When they went to Jericho to go and defeat Jericho, God gave them instructions not to take some certain things because they had cost. However, because of Achan's covetousness, he took some things and hid them in his tent, and God was angry with the whole nation of Israel. Unfortunately for Israel, they went to fight against Ai. That's a very small country, and I defeated them, pursued some of the troop, and killed like 36 of the member. And Joshua was sad, consulted God, and God said somebody has defiled the land. So after so much consultation, they got to know that it was Achan that caused that predicament. And when they were asking Achan questions, he said something that was so that stood out for me in terms of what can lead to what he had done. He said, I saw a beautiful robe imported from Babylon, 200 silver coin, and a bar of gold weighing more than a pound. I wanted them so much that I took them. Desperation. He wanted them so much that I felt like you have to have this thing. This thing is better I have it than stay in the will of God. He was so engrossed with him possessing that stuff, even when God had given them instruction that these things are her cost and he should not take them. And I wanted them, and they are hidden in the ground beneath my tent. Unfortunately for him, everything that he stole, that he felt like he needed them so much, that he felt like he cannot do without them, he has not even started using them before God exposed him. And he died. Apart from the fact that he died, his family died. The army that was sent to Ai died because of him. So, when you live, when as a person, when you live your life out of desperation, I must do this year, I must do this year, even if it's require you to go against the will of God, there are always consequences for it. And it stood out for me that you don't also live your life like, I own my life, I'm responsible to myself, whatever I do is nobody's business. It is not only about whatever you do, it is about the consequences. Those people that we suffer the consequences of whatever you've done, the family members, your friend, your close associates, the people very close to you might even suffer from whatever wrong decision you make. And the punishment that Achan suffered was that then Joshua said to Achan, why have you brought trouble on us? That was verse 25. The Lord will now bring trouble on you. And all the Israelites stoned Achan and his family and burned their bodies. These are family members that they did not even know when he stole those things. Probably they did not even know when he buried those items, in his tent. But they suffered for it. And this is just a reminder that desperation has no gain. Desperation has no benefit. You have to stand, you have to focus on the will of God. You have to wait for God's timing for your life, not looking at what other people have achieved as a timeline for your own achievements. No, I pray that the Lord will help us. The Lord will help us to stand in his will. The Lord will help us to be content in whatever we have and be grateful to God for wherever position we find ourselves. Amen. Thank you. And I'd love to read your own Bible passage, just places that stood out for you in the Bible. Thank you, and do have a great day.